Hello everyone, StrongestSquirrel here. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm bringing to you a Gauntlets guide. So this was requested. So we're going to go over basic moveset, what each move is good for, what situations it's useful in. We're going to go over different true combos and then different strings and certain dodge reads, and just some general tips about the weapon. So first off, Enlight. Enlight's just been changed recently so that when the enemy is damaged, it will now send a little vertically instead of straight across. So that's something to remember when you're using it. It doesn't really affect like 1v1 play that much, but in 2v2 it's going to change up your combo game. We have D-Light. D-Light is your combo starter. Very fast, has a long range hitbox, so it's a good approach tool if they're on the ground. Sidelight is going to set up your strings and your dodge reads. Very useful. It leaves you in the air, so if you whiff, it's a little bit harder to punish. It's a good approach tool if you use your movement to get in close. It's also a semi-anti-air, so if they're floating just above you, you can like catch them when they're coming down, kind of thing. We have neutral air. Neutral air is a great edge guarding tool when you're off stage. It's a great way to reverse edge guard. So let's say they're edge guarding you, then you can just, if you hit a good well-timed nair, can reverse it around. We've also got Sair, incredible edge guard tool, one of the best moves in the kit, honestly. Very fast, almost unpunishable. You have a little bit of drift, so if you miss, you can move backwards or you can keep moving forwards. It's great for getting back to stage. Let's say you're off stage and you have no options, you can Sair back to stage. It also allows you to hover, so you can like Sair, jump, Sair, recovery, Sair, like that, and like really just delay your way getting back to stage, and it's useful for avoiding edge guards. We also have down air. Down air is a good edge guard tool if you catch them with it. Can sometimes be a little bit predictable or hard to hit, but can be very good. Also a good follow-up after different hits to be used as dodge reads. And then we've got recovery. Recovery is a great kill tool, both on stage and up in the air. It has true combos that lead into it. So, true combos. Most of the true combos come off of D-Light. D-Light is your combo starter, and it's what leads into basically everything. So, D-Light into N-Light is true. Sometimes when you hit it either a bit further away or if they're a bit damaged, you might need to do a little dash forwards like that into it. This can be useful when you're like right on the edge of the stage and you want to put them towards the sidewall. Then you have D-Light, Sidelight. This is the one I use almost all the time because it's very useful for setting up into reads and other strings and stuff like that. So that's what I use for most of my gameplay. You also have D-Light Dare. This can be useful when they're just almost off the edge. Then you can do a D-Light Dare to send them off the edge like that. You can, if you're extremely good, you can D-Light, okay, well, I gravity cancel the N-Light, no need for that, but you can D-Light jump nair. Now this is a much harder combo and not very useful at the moment, as it doesn't lead to any much better follow-ups. But if you want to flex on your friends, or if you think it's particularly useful, you can do it. There we go, as you can see, it's true. Now, that combo becomes a lot more useful when you have a gravity cancel, because then it's much easier to do. On the ground, it's a very difficult input, but in the air, all you need to do is, after your gravity cancel D-Light, is just a chase dodge forward. Like that. And there I had it one dodge frame, but you can get it true, like you can see there. You can also do D-Light recovery true from gravity cancel especially, but it can also be true from the ground. So you can also hit nair into two different options true. So you can nair into Sidelight. You can also do nair into GCN Light. Now there are some more specific options. However, these are your main options. Now, moving on to reeds. So most of your reeds want to come out of sidelight. Sidelight can be led into from downlight, so it's really easy to read off of that. But let's go over the different reeds. So let's say they neutral dodge. What you want to do is you want to fall back down to the ground and then nair, like that. Now, I'll show you extended strings later and why that's the best option. There are other options like you can jump and then dare, but I'll show you why the nair is the best option. For an up dodge, you can jump nair, or even better is you can jump recovery. Now the reason why recovery is better is because it can lead into nair afterwards. Right dodge, you can do two options. What I'll normally do is I'll gravity cancel a side light again because this covers a lot of options. So side light, gravity cancel side light. That's going to cover quite a lot of options. So it will sometimes, it'll sometimes catch a down dodge if you do it fast enough. There you see. It'll also catch upright sometimes, like if you do it, if they fast fall afterwards, it's going to catch them. Or if you do a little bit of a jump, you can either sair or you can do the jump gravity cancel side light. Now if they dodge to the left or in, then you can reverse the GC side light like that. And I'll show you why those options are all good now. So let's go into strings that you can do and strings out of these dodge reads. So when they have no dodge, side light nair is good. It's unjumpable, so you can do that. You can also side light into dare or side light into sair if you want to, but nair is normally the best option unless you're wanting to kill, and then recovery is the best option, also unjumpable. Now, why I said earlier that the best dodge read to catch is go back to the ground nair is because after this you can do a GC D light into nair or recovery, so a full string could look like this. Now, you can also get that read off of out dodges or in dodges. It's just a little bit harder of a read to do, like not as in more difficult, but you need to know exactly what your opponent is going to do. Now, you must also be careful of it sometimes sending off stage like it's been doing now. However, if they do an out dodge or an in dodge, the read I normally go for is a side light, another side light, recovery, and nair. It's pretty consistent, and if they're high damage, it's actually going to kill. So if they're a little bit high into kill percent, that'll kill. Now, if you hit a GCD light and they are in kill percent, so for example, if they neutral dodge and you catch it, you want to go for the recovery afterwards. Like that. Alright, some general tips. Like I said, when you're off stage, use sair a lot. Recovery is also very fast and it's good for juggling. Doing like dash jump dares is a great way to catch people because it keeps you moving, so it makes you a little harder to punish, and it covers a wide range of options because it covers this like whole big area here, and it'll catch jumps, things like that. D-light is very fast, very hard to punish, set it up into combos. You should be using that move a lot. And yeah, Gauntlets is a string weapon, and so it benefits a lot from pressure. So trying to keep a lot of pressure on the opponent and like constantly attacking and not really giving them time to breathe is a good way on Gauntlets. Another more advanced tip is you can get some really good weapon throw combos like that. And Yeah, you can go for some fancy stuff, like let's say they normally do a dodge out maybe after a weapon throw combo, then you can read it something like this. And that's some massive, massive damage for you. This has been the Gauntlets guide. If you're looking for anything specific on Gauntlets, you can DM me on Discord. I'm happy to coach Gauntlets. Go out there and hit some clips. Be seeing you around. StrongestSquirrel signing off.